And we'll go down to Lisa Salters. Lisa.
Thank you, Joe. Jalen, so much hype around this game. How do you think it measured up?
This is a very competitive game, man. Two really good teams going at it in a hostile environment. You know, we showed up when it matters the most, man. That's a complete team win, a complete team effort. Sloppy weather, we found a way. I don't even know what to say, you know.
It seemed like it took a while to get things going in that second half. Just what finally started working?
Man, we didn't get first downs. We were horrible. We didn't play good offensively. Our defense definitely had us strong in that game, and they did a great job of playing ball. Keep going, bro. You know, in this league, man, you get to this time of the year, you just want to find ways to win, and that's the only thing that matters.
That deep ball to Devontae Smith is what set up the touchdown that put you ahead. Just take us through that play.
Just making the play when you need it most. Making the play when you need it most. That was a hell of a catch by him. Having late hands, and you know, just staying with it, seeing it through, and pressing on throughout the game.
What impressed you about your defense? Just pitching a shutout in that second half.
They just played a great game. They played a great game. We're able to contain them. We didn't help them out enough, but we found a way to win. You know, I think the beautiful thing about this is, you know, we're winning games and we still have got to play our best ball. So there's a lot to work for, to be encouraged by for sure. But you know, we're far from the finished product.
We know this was not the Super Bowl, but what does coming in here and getting this win? What does it mean for this team and for you?
We've been competing hard all year. We've had very challenging games all year, and we've been battle tested in a number of different situations and types of games. And so in this league, it's just all about finding a way to win. Whether it's ugly in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, how are you going to find a way in the end? And that's one thing about this team tonight. We had resilience. We persevered. Regardless of what happened early on, we found a way to win in the end, and that's what matters.
Thank you, Jalen. Congrats on the win.
And we turn to the booth and welcome in Joe and Troy. And, you know, fellas, we talked earlier, it's not the Super Bowl, it's just the regular season. But, my gosh, for a regular season game, this has got pretty much all the elements, literally and figuratively. And we have to start with that drop. Troy, can Mahomes walk the ball down there to Valdez-Scantling any better than he did?
No, and there was a number of throws like that, and that was a problem coming in. The Chiefs led the NFL coming into this game in drops, and it was prevalent throughout this game and made a huge impact. You know, none more important than the last one that Marquez Valdez-Scantling failed to make. And one, it's amazing that the Eagles even allowed him to get past him like that,
right.
But a golden opportunity that they weren't able to capitalize on it. But I couldn't be more impressed with the Eagles. Mahomes, first of all, just does not lose here at Arrowhead very often. But the way that first half went, and then for the defense to do what they were able to do, pitch a shutout, and bend but don't break, and then wait for the offense to make some plays. I just thought it was a great team win by Philadelphia.
Joe, throughout this season, we've talked about who are the teams that sort of separate and show what they are. On a night like this, I leave here convinced that both these teams are awfully good. Kansas City's got some drops to button up, yes. But what's Philadelphia show you as you leave here and head down the road and we work our way towards the Super Bowl and getting this win in Arrowhead?
I agree with what Jalen Hurts said to Lisa Salters after the game, that I still don't think they've put their best game together offensively. Like Troy said, the defense stiffened up, had a great second half. You have to tip your cap, but I think with Brian Johnson, first-year offensive coordinator, we asked Jalen about it. I said to him, hey, we had you week 3 at Tampa Bay. You said it was a work in progress. How's it going with the first-year play caller in the NFL? Brian Johnson, he said it's still a work in progress. I still think they're working on things, but they make enough plays to win. And as Jalen also said, I don't care how it looks. I just want wins. And this one wasn't pretty at times, but it's a win, and it's a hard-fought road win here for the Eagles.
Yeah, and Troy, just to circle back to you, to some of the conversations we had on Countdown about what does a regular season game really mean? Well, you get a chance to look at somebody that's in your weight class, and there probably aren't many that are in the Eagles and Chiefs weight class. So you leave here with a win, where you didn't put your best 60 minutes of football on tape. That flight back to Philadelphia, what does this Eagles team believe about itself?
Well, I don't know if they believe anything more than what they believed coming in.
Okay.
I do feel that they knew they were a good football team. They know that they've still got areas that they've got to get better at, but yet this don't discount what I'm saying. This was a huge win on the road in a place that's not easy to win. But when you do look at your schedule, I mean, as I said before the game began, it really was more about maintaining your position as the number 1 seed in the NFC. They were able to do that. There's a lot of disappointed teams in the NFC tonight when they thought that maybe they were going to make up a game against Philadelphia. They've got a gauntlet of games. Buffalo, San Francisco, at Dallas over the next 3 weeks. If they can survive that, things look pretty good for them down the stretch. But it's a tough road for them. But this was one of those games, and they were able to come out with a win no matter what it looked like, and that's all that mattered.
Joe, I circle back to 7 as we say goodnight. You come here hoping maybe, right? A pretty decent night to do our jobs, was it not?
It was a blast. And when the schedule came out in May, you know, everybody circled it. We were thrilled to get it, and to be here and cover it was awesome. 2 teams coming off byes, 2 teams relatively healthy, 2 teams with great records, and they left it all out here tonight. So it was fun to be here and witness in this unbelievable atmosphere in Kansas City.
It is that, and these Eagle fans are roaring still, and we haven't even got to Thanksgiving, right? The best football's yet to come. Yep. Enjoy Thanksgiving with your families, travel well, and we'll talk next week, all right?
Same to you, Scott.
You too, buddy.
Appreciate you, gentlemen. Joe Buck, Hall of Famer, Troy Aikman here in Arrowhead as the Chiefs fall back to 7-3. That means that for the moment, it is Baltimore who would be the home field for the playoffs.